No one misses the start of Blackhawk games. It's become one of the great traditions in hockey, a must-see, leaving fans with goosebumps and players charged up. The man behind the voice, soloist Jim Cornelison.
Especially during the playoffs, yeah, it's been tremendous. The crowd, every time they erupt, it sends a charge through you.
The native of Vienna, Virginia, has sung all over the world. In 1995, was invited to work for the Chicago Lyric Opera House, and in '96 started singing part-time for the Blackhawks. Team president John McDonough 7 years ago offered Cornelison the chance to sing full-time, which changed his life.
I was going through a divorce at the time, and I knew I could not. I had 2 children. They were 8 and 13, and there was no way I was going to be able to disappear and be on the road 7 months out of the year.
Cornelison is always joined by 2 veterans on the ice, for it's those in the military who've given. Cornelison works hard to give back.
I see what it means to a 99-year-old World War II vet, you know, who comes out on the ice. My own mom, for that matter, who was out with me a couple of years ago. She's a World War II vet, Army nurse.
When you meet the man, his 6'5" frame is as big as his voice. Cornelison once said, singing before a game is as close to being a rock star as an opera singer is ever gonna get.
It's so enjoyable.
Thank you very much.
Look, I'm your biggest fan, I really am.
That's incredible. Yeah.
At the end of the anthem, the hand movement. How did that come about?
That came about in the 08-09 playoffs, and I always did, and the flag was still there. And a couple ladies behind me one day came back to the seat and they said, "We didn't see the hand gesture." And I said, "Well, I did it." And I said, "I'll do it higher for you next time." So when I did it higher, I got a little reaction from the crowd. Thought that was interesting. Did it again. And after that, it was game on.
It's game on when Cornelison finishes his rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The fans pumped and patriotic as proud Americans. The players?
Every time, I think it still gives me goosebumps. You know, from regular season to playoffs, it kind of, you know, cranks it to that extra notch.
You know, there's times it can definitely give you chills, especially, you know, as a player being on the ice and just looking around in the crowd. So we've had fun with it ever since we've been here.
What a story to be a part of. And for it to be part of my life is unbelievable. Sometimes I sit back and I think, wow.
I'm Lou Canellis, Fox 32 Sports.